Hi everyone, it's Tina and this is my chapter 9's video. So for this assignment I'm going to talk about a relationship that ended and how I went through all of the relational development stages. So for this relationship I'm actually talking about a friendship, and we weren't like childhood best friends or anything, but we did get pretty close. And like most relationships, we went through all of the relational stages, even though at the time I didn't realize it. So first we have the escalation stages, initiating. So how we met was through mutual friends. We kind of were at a friend gathering, and then she was one of my friend's friends, of course, and then that's how we met. And we just started talking, just friendly talk, casual talk. And from then on, we got each other's numbers and we started experimenting. We would text a lot more, we would send each other memes, laugh, talk, about things we had in common. Then you start investing in your friendship. We started talking about personal things, like telling each other about our problems, our home life, our school life, our relationship life. This is at the point where we started to trust each other in the relationship. And then there was a phase where everyone saw us together as a pair. Like wherever she went, I was. We were posting each other constantly that we were staying with each other. We had inside jokes that only we knew. Routinely people just saw us together. Then we had bonding for a friendship. But bonding is like, we felt like this was my person pretty much. She knew everything about me, I knew everything about her. We trusted each other. Our loyalty and consistency felt like we were friends for such a long time. And then I feel like whenever you reach that peak in a relationship, or friendship I should say, things kind of hit a de-escalation stage. This is where we kind of slowly wanted different things. We started meeting new people, having new friends. We got busier. Our personalities started to change a little. We weren't mad at each other. We just basically didn't have time for each other anymore. Then we started talking less. Our conversations got more on a surface level. I feel like this especially happened when we got into actual relationships. Things just kind of de-escalating. We weren't sharing things on a deeper level as we were before. You could just kind of feel something was kind of off in the friendship. I don't know why I keep saying relationship. It kind of gets kind of awkward. We would hang out, it didn't feel the same. We were kind of quiet, just stay on our phones, just enjoyed each other's company, but at the same time, it wasn't at the friendship level that we were before. We both knew our friendship was kind of dipping, but we didn't want to say anything or kind of address it. We kind of just avoided it. We got to the point where we just went weeks on end without talking to each other. Not in a rude way. I'm sure if she still texted me today, I would respond as her friend. But eventually the friendship just kind of ended. Nothing dramatic, no fighting. It was more like we both silently adapted to our new lives and we just weren't a fit for each other anymore. We weren't as close as we used to be, and then the relationship just kind of dissolved on its own. But looking back now, I can literally see every stage as it happened in the books, as the book describes, which is kind of crazy because I felt like it was so natural when it was happening that I don't know. And I feel like this has happened more than once in my life with other people that I have, maybe even actual relationships that I've had in the past. This has also happened. We just kind of grow apart from each other. Things get to its highest and then it just kind of dips down from there. So I feel like it's a natural stage of friendship or relationships, and you just gotta kind of make it work. So yeah. And then for the second part of this assignment is a classmate's post that impacted me. So I remember watching a video on a classmate. Her name is actually Gabriella, but I think she goes by Gabby. Specifically, I'm talking about the video that she did in chapter 6 on verbal communication. And I honestly just liked how she explained everything. Gabby talked about a situation in her life that she had to be careful, and she communicated verbally, and she explained certain words or phrases that stuck with her and how people's tone completely change the meaning of what they say. Her examples were super relatable. I just really appreciated most about the video. She didn't throw out textbook definitions. She actually connected it with her own life. She made the chapter concept seem so much more sense to me, because I felt like, okay, this is how verbal communication actually plays out in a real situation. Honestly, a lot of people had strong posts in this term, but Gabby stuck with me the most because she was honest and detailed. It was really cool seeing how she tied her personal experience to the bigger ideas from the book. So lastly, my critical question and answer is, why do you think people often avoid the de-escalation stages in relationships until it becomes obvious instead of communicating earlier? I think a lot of people avoid talking about problems during the de-escalation stage because we're scared of confrontation or hurting someone's feelings. Sometimes we don't want to admit that the relationship has changed, or hope that we can just fix things and they'll go back to normal. Also, a lot of us are never really taught how to have those kind of conversations, so we're naturally just kind of avoid them. But avoiding usually makes the stages happen even faster because the distance grows without communication. So, yeah. Bye.